worry about. All right. Ainsley.
Thank you, Steve. Deputy Chair of the DNC, Congressman Keith Ellison, facing some backlash yet again, this time for claiming that women are dying because Democrats are losing elections. Listen to this.
Did you know that in Missouri and in Texas and maybe other places, maternal mortality has risen? Women are dying because we are losing elections. We don't have the right to lose a damn election.
Is this a bridge too far? Here to debate this is National Justice Director for Senator Bernie Sanders' 2016 campaign, Teslin Figaro, and Fox News contributor and radio talk show host Tammy Bruce. Tammy, I'll start with you.
Sure, good morning.
Is that true? Do you think women are dying because Hillary Clinton didn't win?
No, as a matter of fact, even a part of what the congressman mentioned, which was a survey out of Texas, has already been debunked as being incorrect because somebody checked something wrong in a pull-down menu when it came to maternal fatality rates. But what it also struck me, though, as really incredibly pandering, that women are so fragile, out of control of their own lives, that if Democrats don't get elected, that will die. The fact of the matter is that women are at risk, especially when they don't have a job, when they don't have enough money to pay the rent, when they can't live where they want to live, when they don't have enough money for their premium for health care or certainly for the deductible and the co-pays. That's when women decide to not go to the doctor or take their children to the doctor because of what, as an example, Obamacare did to co-pay rates, et cetera. So especially also, though, when it comes to business. Now, we know that women are doing better under, of course, President Trump. Not only are all Americans doing better because of the tax reform, more women have more money in their pockets, but almost 10 million American-owned small businesses. We're small business owners. We employ almost 1.5 million people. So when the businesses were getting breaks as well, that meant women's lives are more expanded. We had more opportunities to make better decisions for our own lives and for our family. So women are doing better. Under Obama, 2 million women slipped into poverty. Okay. So this is where the change has happened.
Teslin, she brings up a good point. A lot of people feel more alive than ever because they have big bonuses coming into their bank accounts and they can take vacations with their family and put food on the table.
Well, you know, let me tell you, this is certainly, I'm not a maternal mortality expert, and I'm certainly not going to play one today, you know, on TV, but I'm in D.C. I was at the training. I was actually on the side of the stage when Congressman Ellison spoke. And the real breaking news this weekend was the fact that Congressman Ellison, Senator Nina Turner, Senator Sanders, Senator Warren, the PCCC, and the OR put the Democrat establishment on notice. 450 candidates stood to their feet when these speakers spoke and talked about the time is up. That, to me, is what is really important as far as why Congressman Ellison chose to use the wording that he did. I think we're really missing the point that people, whether you want to say people are dying because of lack of health care, Medicare, you know, I'm certainly not a specialist in that area, but what I think the Democrat establishment should really know from this particular issue is that people were put on notice and people were ready to go, fired up, and me as an independent voter was happy to hear it.
Yeah, Tammy, we've had a lot of people on our show talking about thanking the president for what he's doing with the opioid crisis. You think about saving lives there, building the wall, or wanting to prevent drugs, illegal drugs, from coming into our country, because we know that that kills so many Americans on a daily basis.
Right. Look, and I think my friend and I on the other side of the aisle would agree that women have got to we've got to stop using women as political footballs, that politicians attempt to divide us so that we either fight with each other when we have so many things in common. The opioid epidemic, of course, affecting all men, but certainly women as well, to say the least. President Trump's working on that as well. So we've got so many things that I think we would agree on, that if we came together and worked on them, we would actually make a difference and reject this notion that women need politicians in order to be able to live our lives properly. We, in fact, need less government. We need better policy. And hopefully that's the trajectory we're on for the next 7 years.
Real quickly, I'll give you the last word.
Well, I'll just say again, you know, the Democrat establishment was put on notice. I mean, it was something that people wanted to hear. It was very impressive to hear, not just Congressman Ellison, whether people
Why do they need to be on notice?
Well, they were put on notice that the time is up. You know, it was very clear. Senator Turner said any blue will not do. Cynthia Nixon said that either people start voting for Democratic values or they're going to start they're going to stop voting for Democrats. So I think the Democrat establishment really does need to pay attention to the words beyond what Congressman Ellison said, which is you either get it together or the time is up.
It's got to be about policy. It's got to be about policy, right?
I
Yeah.
absolutely agree.
That's
Me
right.
as a business owner with over 300 employees, I mean, there are people on the other side of the aisle, me being one, an independent that believes in small business. I never shy away from that. So I think the conversation is certainly broader than just, this 5 to 7 minute exchange. But I think the bigger thing that I hope people pay attention to is that these candidates left fired up, ready to remove people from the seats.
Okay. Tesla and Tammy, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. All right, President Trump just made his first comments after the James Comey interview. We're going to analyze them and Comey's claims as well with one of the brightest legal minds of our time.